Everybody, welcome back to the channel, and I wanted to discuss the rate decision. It's a hot one today. I found a nice tree so I can kind of, chill a little bit under here. But when it comes to the rate decision, Jerome Powell said unchanged. And he also said there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. In addition to that, he said that basically there's not a lot of conviction with these decisions. I find that interesting. There's not a lot of conviction. He said it's a very tough decision to make every quarter. And, ultimately we're going to be unchanged, but not a lot of conviction apparently. So it sounds almost like a dice roll to me. What do you guys think about that? We're just going to roll the dice on interest rates. Okay, well, it flipped up this way, so we're going to go ahead and cut rates, or, we'll just make this decision and see what happens. But no, maybe not that extreme, but it was kind of funny the way he was describing it. It almost felt like a dice roll to me because he basically said, yeah, there's not a whole lot of conviction. We're just kind of making this decision. So let me know what you guys think of that in the comments down below. I mean, he also mentioned the uncertainty aspect, and we know with fear and uncertainty, gold tends to do pretty well. So what do you guys think of that? Are you guys buying gold? Now, personally, I'd rather invest in real estate. So for example, real estate, we have a home like this is probably going for 275-ish, I would say, and they used to go for like under 120 back in the day when these were built in the 90s. So a home like that's going to appreciate it if rates do go down, because he did hint also at rate cuts going down, or rate cuts happening in the future, but he basically said there's a lot of uncertainty at the moment, so the best course of action will be to remain unchanged. So we're not getting a rate increase, but I guess that's a good thing if you're concerned about potential slowdown, or if or a potential inflation, right? So I guess the Fed's not too concerned about inflation, otherwise they might be raising rates. But of course, when you raise rates, that slows down the economy even more long term. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I've mentioned real estate, gold and silver mining stocks. The reason I prefer those over gold and silver is because you can actually get income from them. So I definitely would prefer to get income on my investment versus, just getting gold around my table, right? If I could choose to invest in a home or a big pile of gold, I would invest in a home that's going to maintain its value due to the fact that, long term, yeah, you're going to have to pay property taxes and insurance, but that home you can rent out, you can get cash flow if you want, and you can also, basically rent it out, and it'll go up over time. So with that being said, that's kind of what I'm looking at, stocks obviously, but look at the different types of stocks that will do well with inflation if that does end up happening again. Because, even with these government cuts, I mean, the government is still spending like a drunken sailor. You can talk about Doge all you want, but until we see some real, $1 trillion plus reforms, I mean, we're going to have to really, that's my opinion, because the government spending is still way out of control. The debt's still ballooning out of control, and there's nothing stopping it. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.